The reality show that the Duggar family hosts, 19 Kids and Counting, has been the source of controversy and media attention for the Duggar family for a very long time. Anna Duggar, and not Josh Duggar himself, is the subject of attention at this point. For a considerable amount of time, everyone has been inquisitive about Anna's life, but her most recent confession has surprised both her supporters and her critics for the first time. This latest update on the Duggar family digs into Anna's most recent revelation, taking into consideration how it has impacted her loved ones as well as her future intentions. A family that shines brightly. The 19 children of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar were the subject of the popular reality show 19 Kids and Counting, which was responsible for propelling the Duggar family to the forefront of the entertainment industry. Homeschooling, conservative ideals, humility, and the large family that the Duggars have in their home are just few of the ways that the Duggars, who are devout Christians, have won over their audience. On the other hand, the family's lives was turned upside down when allegations were publicized concerning Anna's husband, Josh Duggar. Josh Duggar, the first child of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has been involved in more than one incident. Among these, the news that Josh had abused a number of sisters while he was still a teenager in 2015 stands out as particularly noteworthy. As a consequence of the revelation, the family's reputation was harmed, and the television show 19 Kids and Counting was eventually terminated. Anna appears to have made the decision to forgive her husband for his prior errors on account of the fact that she has chosen to stand with him despite the accusations and legal issues. Following his arrest in 2021, Josh Duggar was charged with a number of offenses, including child pornography. Sadly, this was just the most recent tragedy that the Duggar family has had to endure. The court case that involved Josh's activities, which became a media phenomenon, was another aspect that brought Anna into the public eye and brought her exposure to the public. Anna has been a devoted wife and mother throughout all of this upheaval, and she has maintained her brave front for the sake of her children and the general public to ensure that they are safe. On the other hand, Anna appears to be getting ready to make a significant change in her life, and she is telling everyone on the subject. Astonishing news to share on the subject of Anna Duggar. In her most recent Instagram post, Anna Duggar shocked everyone by revealing something that was completely unexpected. A transformative juncture in Anna's narrative was marked by the message, which was brief but impactful. She discussed the difficult choice she was making to split from Josh, who had been convicted of child pornography, and ended her marriage to him. She also discussed the decision she made to break her marriage to Josh. When Anna made her news, her supporters were both shocked and supportive. For a considerable amount of time, the public's keen interest in Anna's relationship with Josh prompted numerous rumors and speculations regarding their future together. Different people had different thoughts on whether or not Anna would leave her husband. Some people believed that she would remain faithful to him no matter what, while others believed the reverse. As a result of this alarming comment, the future of Anna and the Duggar family, as well as their position in the public eye, has been further thrown into question. Anna stated in her article that she has arrived at a point in her life where she must prioritize her own mental and emotional well-being, despite the fact that she has placed her family and her faith at the forefront of her priorities over the years. After enduring years of hardship and being scrutinized by the public, she disclosed that she is prepared to start over somewhere new. Responses to the post were filled with an amazing amount of love and encouragement from those who have been following Anna's story for a considerable amount of time. Her courageous and resolute actions were lauded by numerous individuals who were aware that her decision to remain by Josh's side during the issue was not an easy one. As a result of this recent discovery, it would appear that Anna is finally ready to take charge of her narrative. Implications for the Duggar family situation. As word of Anna's decision has traveled throughout the Duggar home, there has been an increase in the level of concern regarding the reputation of the Duggar family. A great number of people have looked up to the Duggars as an example of a Christian family for a considerable amount of time. Yet, Anna's decision to discard Josh might potentially ruin their reputation. It is not known how Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, Anna's in-laws, would respond to the news that she has become pregnant, despite the fact that they have always been supportive of their son Josh. Given how steadfastly devoted the Duggar family has been throughout their public issues, it is unclear whether Anna's decision to put some distance between herself and Josh will result in friction within the Duggar family. The Duggar family has not made any public statements on this matter, despite the fact that some members of the family have openly distanced themselves from Josh throughout the course of the years. The family as a whole has rarely commented on one another's married lives. It is possible that this will be a defining moment for the Duggar family because Anna's decision has the ability to further increase the distance between her and the Duggars. Consequences for Anna's professional development. When Anna made her announcement, she marked the beginning of a completely new period in her life. After spending years defining her identity by her relationship with Josh, Anna is finally given the opportunity to come into her own and build her own identity. The public perception that she is Josh Duggar's wife, which has been a source of frustration for her for a considerable amount of time, has finally been lifted. When it comes to Anna, it is not apparent what lies ahead. Will she continue to maintain her public character, or will she choose to live a life that is somewhat anonymous? The fact that she has severed her ties with Josh may be an attempt on her part to get away from the unrelenting attention that the media has been directing onto her family. Anna was highly active on social media at one point in time, and she frequently shared images of her family on her many accounts. It is possible that she will choose to proceed with her decision to be visible on these platforms for the time being, or she may choose to completely withdraw from view. A significant number of Anna's admirers are keeping their fingers crossed that she will make the most of this opportunity to put her family and herself first. Throughout her life, she has never wavered in her commitment to her children, and they have always been the most important thing in her life. Since Anna is now married and subject to the scrutiny of the public eye, it is possible that she is prepared to withdraw from the public light and construct her life according to her own terms. The effects of the Duggar family brand. One of the factors that has contributed to the expansion of the Duggars brand is the public's view of them as a close-knit, Christian family. Other factors include their appearances on television and their engagement on social media. It is possible that Anna's confession will have a significant impact on the reputation of the Duggar family. Over the course of many years, the Duggars have presented themselves as a brand that is exemplary and centered on the family. An already tarnished reputation has been further harmed as a consequence of Josh's participation in a number of disputes and the cancellation of the television show 19 Kids and Counting. It is possible that the public's impression of the family may suffer as a result of Anna's decision to divorce her husband. This is especially true among the few relatives who have kept ties to the public eye and the numerous people who follow their lives on social media. How the Duggars will respond to this new information is a mystery that no one can predict. Will they support Anna's decision, or will they make an effort to keep the peace for the sake of appearances? Delays are going to be the deciding factor in the outcome. Taking into consideration the news, fans, as is their custom, fans of the Duggar family have expressed their opinions on Anna's announcement in a somewhat public manner. The courageous decision that Anna made to prioritize her mental health has been praised by a significant number of her supporters, who have expressed their understanding of the emotional toll that her challenges have taken on her and their admiration for her. Considering the length of time she remained with Josh, there are some people who believe that she ought to have left him sooner. In spite of the fact that there have been a variety of perspectives, a great number of people are hoping that Anna and her children will have a brighter future because she has made the decision to move forward on her own terms. It is clear that Anna has gone through a lot, and her many admirers are hoping that this new chapter offers her nothing but happiness. In conclusion, the surprising admission that Anna Duggar made has left both fans and members of the Duggar family in a state of emotional shock. Following her unwavering support for her husband Josh during all of his scandals and legal troubles, Anna has now made the decision to prioritize her own needs. This decision marks a pivotal point in Anna's life, and it raises the question of what the future holds for both her public persona and her personal life. The impact that Anna's courageous decision will have on the Duggar family has not yet been established. Nevertheless, one thing is certain: it will irrevocably change the course that her life takes. Finally, she is writing her own story, and she is doing so regardless of whether she wants it to be public or private. Over the course of the subsequent months, both supporters and critics will be paying close attention to how this situation develops. However, for the time being, Anna Duggar has made it quite clear that she is the one who is accountable for her own destiny.